Tonight's dinner is this My Hunny's Kitchen white bean chili. Well, I have to stay true to myself, so I am heading out to go do a moto camp. The sun is setting already, so that's just kind of how it goes. I've got about, I'm gonna head to Neola, Iowa, so probably a little over 20 miles, probably 30 miles. I'll map it out once I get to camp to find out exactly how far it is. I know how to go there. I'm taking an old scenic highway. I'll see you guys when we get to camp. Yep. I didn't want to record much where I was at because it's completely dark. I've got about another 10 miles of darkness, but I'll take you along with me so you can see what I'm doing.
And we continue on just like this for the next 10 miles. Let's move on, shall we?
All right. So I ran into the gas station, got some snacks. I'm not far from where I'm going. I'm actually just going over here to Arrowhead Park. So I'm gonna take this bag of snacks that I've got. I got some chips and a root beer. Stick them just like this. I had to get some cash so I could pay to camp. And we're gonna go in and see how it'll go like that when I'm riding. I've done it a couple times. It's really not as late as it looks. It's just, it's only 6:38 p.m. It just looks late. So it looks like here, tent camping, $10 per tent. So I'm gonna pay. So on these camping tickets like this, I don't ever put it on the cub. I don't ever give them my full address. I don't do that. I just don't feel like it's very safe on some areas, in some areas. I give them the town. I give them the town that I live in, and I give them my money and my phone number. I think that's good. Okay, now let's go find a place to camp. There's a spot there. There's a spot over here. Let's go take a look at that spot. So I could bring the cub right here. Yeah. This isn't horrible, is it? Here I am in the dark, enjoying this meat stick, checking out the moon, and a horse just neighed. Literally whinnied from across the field. I wasn't expecting that. My soul. I gotta, excuse me while I bend down and pick it up off the ground. Holy crap. That was funny. If you show up to a camp like this and there's nobody here, don't be shy. Walk and check out the fire pits. Could be free wood right there for you to use. My gosh, I've just been sitting out here at this fire for like 2 hours. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Just been sitting out here. I called a friend of mine and we had like the best conversation for about an hour. I just sat here and talked on the phone, staring at the fire and building it. And I finished already setting up camp, but yeah, just such just a relaxing time right now. It's like a full body reset, you know what I mean? I'll show you the tent setup. Let's get my chair here. Yeah, it's just way too dark to show you guys my setup. I'm just rocking out the one Tigris Tetra setup. I'll show it all to you in the morning. It's a great tent. I love it. I now have two favorite tents for sure. I love this Tetra tent, but I also like that Fire Maple Tropics tent. I'll be using it again this week. I'm on vacation, so I get to go camping again, score. And I'm also gonna be sending a review out for it because I absolutely love it. But anyway, spent so much time over there enjoying that campfire, I forgot to eat dinner. So tonight's dinner is this My Hunny's Kitchen white bean chili. The ingredients in this are white onion, bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, flour, green chilies, vegetable broth, white beans, corn, whole milk, olive oil, garlic, cumin, salt, and pepper. Really, really, really basic, but sounds great. There's two methods for this. One of it is you can remove the thing from the packet, the little O2 packet from the bag, add 1 1/4 cup boiling water and seal the bag. Mix and shake every 5 minutes. Or there's another method here where you can remove an O2 packet from the bag. In a pot, bring 1 1/4 cup of water to a boil and add content. Stir and cover every few minutes. That's cool they put both of those options on there. So I bet you could probably do this with most freeze-dried type meals, but I'm excited. But so since I got chili, I wanted to do some chips because I like to have that crunch. So I just picked up some Doritos. They're just spicy nacho, and it says now spicier. I just wanted the crunch. But I'll show you the stove I'm rocking out. I'm pretty excited for that. I forgot that I picked these up. Some Vienna sausages. I love these things. I'm using the Petrel pot tonight. It's a super lightweight cook system. I love this pot. You just grab it right here and open that up. On the inside, I have wrapped up is a little canister of fuel. Hopefully the fuel didn't separate. I did have it in the whole pot in my jacket for a little while. But normally these butane stoves, the fuel will separate around 50 degrees. So while I'm talking, I'm just gonna stick it right back in here because it's cold out. It's 34 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. So this stove right here is the Green Peak stove. This is their first version. And I love this stove. It's lightweight, but it's got a piezo igniter on there. And I've showed you guys this already before, but my favorite part is this guy has those 180 degree pot stand offsets. So it just fits in the bottom of this this Petrel pot so well. This is the Green Peak. Now they have a new one, the Green Peak 2 or the Green Peak 2 Pro or whatever they're calling it. That will not fit this setup. It actually hinges elsewhere. So I recommend the Green Peak, but I've also used this with my Polaris burner as well, and it worked really well. But I like this stove. Alrighty, so it says in 1 1/4 cup, so 1 cup, 1/4 cup. The Fire Maple Petrel pot has graduation marks. They're backwards when you look at them like this. You can see them on the inside. So this is an 8-ounce mark there. 1 1/4 is about 10 ounces, I think. So I'll just go a little bit above that 8-ounce mark with some water. If I can see with the light. Hey, there's 8. It's probably 10 there. I'm using the Silver Ant titanium kit. Ooh, that smells good. I'm also gonna open up these Vienna sausages. Some people like them, some people don't. If you do, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. I like them. It's done. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go stick this in my sleeping bag while it's rehydrating. I'm gonna stick it right here in between my sleeping bag and my sleeping pad, because my sleeping pad is a thermarest, and it should take that heat as it's, you know, moving around in there, and the coils are so the heat cycles back into it. So I don't know. I don't have my foil wrap, so I'm being creative, right? On top of my sleeping pad? Why not? This is what you do when you wash your dishes and you rinse them out. And it's below freezing, so that way you don't freeze stuff if you're trying to put it away and keep it clean. We hit the 5-minute mark. We gotta come in here and... Oh man, my whole sleeping pad is warm. We gotta shake it. You gotta shake it. Right? It says shake every 5 minutes? Yeah, every 5 minutes. You gotta shake it. Okay. Man, that thing that's gotten thick. Cool. Alright, put it back under there. Oh man. My whole sleeping pad is definitely warm to the touch. That is cool. Got a little bit chilly now that I'm away from the fire while my food is finishing up. So I turned my jacket on to low here. This is that Milwaukee jacket that's got the heat in it, and I turned my pockets on because what I do is I keep my my battery bank in my pocket for charging my devices and stuff like that. Yeah, so I got these gloves that when I'm not fumbling with things, I've been wearing these Kinkos. I picked them up at, I think, Baumgar's. But on the inside of these mittens, there's individual finger slots, and they feel good. We bought these for my son Keegan, because his hands get really cold in the wintertime when he was working on the ranch. But I thought I'd use them tonight. So these are not mine, these are my son's. But boy, they feel good. So yeah, I'm just enjoying camp. I'm showing you my electric jacket. I bought it. Yep, showing you my electric jacket. This was not something somebody sent me, bought me, whatever else. This is just all me. All me. I was just admiring all the different types of camouflage I have, like This has everything from like Dorian's EpiPen in it and all that stuff, but I was just laughing at like my different like types of camouflage I have. My stuff does not match on purpose. I don't like match things within reason, but yeah. And they definitely don't match tonight's bag that I'm using. Using this one Tigris. This is their ultralight pack. I love the pockets, so this is why it came with me. It's got this roll top. They don't even make this bag anymore, and it stinks. So Billy gave me a thing to try for breakfast, so I'm trusting him. I'm going to try that tomorrow. But I also just have another meat stick and a can of Vienna sausages in my little food pouch over here. It's on my bag. So I'm trusting Billy. I never had one, but I don't know if I'm going to use a spork or chopsticks for it, but I usually use chopsticks all the time out here. I don't know why. I like them. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this fire. I'm going to enjoy this food and sit out here for a while longer. It's good. I like it. Coyotes. That chili was awesome. I actually was holding the bag up to like drink the last bit of the sauce when I was done. I mean, I feel like I have a pretty long, utensil, and the bag was just a little bit too long, so I was getting my hand a little messy when I'm in the bag eating. It doesn't matter. I could have cut the top of the bag off or whatever else, but if it would have been a little bit colder, that would have really sucked because my hands would have been uncomfortable because it would have kept getting wet or whatever. But yeah. So I was gifted this tea from Nathan at the Bluegrass and Bushcraft event that we just had in Kansas. Oh man, this is called Hot Cinnamon Spice, and it smells like Big Red chewing gum. It smells really freaking good. So I think keeping the hot spice in my body right now in these dropping temps is much needed, and I love tea. So after that great meal, I'm gonna enjoy this cup of tea around that fire before that fire burns all the way out. I know I'm gonna want something to drink nice and warm in the morning, and I'm gonna need water for my breakfast, so I'm gonna take my canteen over and fill it up in the in that water spigot that's over there. So I know the spigot well enough to just bump it so it doesn't go too fast. I don't feel like wearing all that water. Nice and clean. I got a little bit of water left in there. And I have a little adult beverage here. This is a little blackberry moonshine. I'm just gonna warm it up ever so slightly. And then I'm gonna use that water to clean my dishes here and then rinse that out. Yep. Except for the firing so it could stay warm. Good shot. Thanks for the tea, Nathan. That's amazing. This right here. Oh, this is good on a... Oh, this is so good on a cold night. Thanks so much, man. This... Wow. This is a great night. This is great tea. It's good fire. Wow. That is something. Yeah. We'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to get ready to go to bed here after I drink this tea and relax around this fire a little bit longer. Yeah. It's nice. I've been enjoying the fire. It's burning down now. So the plan was to put my bag in my chair so it didn't get wet overnight. Put that back here in the vestibule. Perfect. That's a good fit. Nice. And then I've got my table over here. My gloves. I'm gonna change when I get in there. I'll see you guys when we get inside. Pretty good size in here. I'm just in the vestibule right now with my chair and the bag, and then behind me over here is the kitchen. I'm gonna go into the tent over here. There we go, check this out. So I tied this guy back here and just opened up the whole tent. Just the vestibule. Really gives me a lot of leg room. It's the chair and a little kitchenette tonight. So yeah, not bad. I'll unzip this tomorrow, and I'll cook kind of in this area for breakfast. At least that's the game plan. So I'm ready. I'm gonna strip down out of everything. I've got some long underwear. That's actually in my sleeping bag right now. My pants, my hoodie. It's all gonna go in the bottom of my sleeping bag, and yeah. Oh, and I have a wool stocking hat, so I'll put that on my head to keep me warm. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. Night. Well, good morning. I slept good. I usually do. It got chilly last night, but I stayed warm. My nose got cold. So that's how I know it got chilly out last night, but yeah. It sounds windy out, but the tent doesn't really show signs of like a lot of wind out there, so it might be blowing overhead. I don't know. We'll take a look. We'll take a look at the world outside and see what it has to offer. But yeah, it was a good night. So I wrapped my pillow in my sweater. Seemed to work out all right. Oh, it is glorious out here. Come take a look. Look at that. Look at that. So one thing I love about this tent is I'm wearing thermals. You know, my boots are outside the tent. I don't want them to get, you know, dirty or filthy. Inside here, their filthiness inside of the tent, so I can leave everything out there and just stick my legs out. Like this. And I can set up in the tent pretty good. I like this tent. This tent's great for like bike packing, moto camping, stuff like that. So I love it. Oh, my trash bag fell. It's glorious. So it is only 41 degrees out right now, and charge up some of my devices. My phone came uncharged last night, or unplugged last night, so I'll plug in my watch and my phone. Creature comforts, right? Oh, it's gorgeous out here. It's only 41 degrees, but with the sun out, it feels way nicer than that. It's windy though. It's really windy. The tent's in a good spot where the wind's just kind of like going right past me. But out here, it's different. Sun feels great. Yeah. I might come out here and make my breakfast or enjoy my breakfast. Probably just come out here and enjoy it since my stuff's all over there, but right on this little pond here. Nobody here. Nobody here. Gosh, I slept so good. I was like comatose. It was great. There's the cub. Always a treat. Always a treat to take the cub out. Yeah. We're going over into the sun. It is actually a lot warmer over in the sun. It just makes the bones, it just makes the bones feel good over here. Oh, Lord. This is nice. Oh, my alarm's going off to wake up. Soaking in all these good vitamins right now. It's a good way to wake up. But I want to eat. I'm hungry. Once again, I've got my Petrel pot out here. This guy is just a lightweight cook kit. So I was going to use my microphone, and silly me, I left my audio adapter cable at home. So no mic. It's all right. No mic. So it is still in the 40s. It's 41 degrees out right now, Fahrenheit. So I have my fuel on my body still. Separation of the fuel, I've said before, begins around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So you usually want to keep that fuel on your body as much as you can in a little bit more chillier weather. And I did go ahead last night and already fill up my canteen, so I don't have to go for a trek to get water either. So everything is here ready to essentially go. And I'm filling the sucker up. I'm having kind of like a coffee mixture that I made, and I'm having a breakfast. I'll show you the breakfast I'm having. It's funny. I've never had it before. My friend Billy gave it to me to try, so I'm gonna try it. Glorious job. Alrighty, so while that's going, I'll show you guys what Billy gave me. Billy gave me this cup of noodle. It is maple syrup, pancake, sausage, and egg, ramen noodles, and sauce. It says limited edition. I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna give it a shot. But just in case it's not too great, I got some Vienna sausage. I got a sweet and sassy meat stick. I'm not gonna die. I love Vienna sausages. It's not for everybody, but if you like them, you know. And I made, it's my pocket I think. Yes, I made a coffee 3-in-1 because I had some instant coffee at home. I had some vanilla creamer at home and a little bit of sweetener in there. So we'll see how the 3-in-1 homemade works. Usually 3-in-1s are coffee, sweetener, and creamer. For my friends over in the UK and overseas, these are a pretty commonplace. Over here in America, they're not as common. You can find them, but usually like if you go to like the Asian store, like the Asian market out by us, you can find them, but not at a regular grocer for us. Yep, and I'll be putting it in my Silver Ant canteen. Usually I have my heavy cover with me, but I've been using the Silver Ant because, well, I have it. I might as well use it. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind it at all. I like the different variation in the cup. The cup's kind of cool. It's a little bit shorter and a little more extreme when it comes just to like the roundness as opposed to the U.S. military canteen cup style. But it's cool. It's lightweight. The lid locks super tight on this. I don't know if it's just mine or what, but I like it. It's a cool kit. See how our stuff's going. I had to put this in a bag because I didn't want to crush the cup and then, you know, destroy it and leak all the contents and not have breakfast. So that's why I have it in a gallon bag. All right, we're up to the line. Take my canister, stick it right on top of there while that rehydrates. And I'm gonna take my homemade 3-in-1 here and see how I did. I don't know how much to add. So I'll do 3 scoops and try it from there. I'll give you a look at what it looks like here. Well, we'll see if we need more coffee in this or not. Yeah, we need more coffee in it. So the instructions on the on the instant coffee said only to use like a heaping teaspoon of coffee. And in this mixture, I used like 6. But it was to make a mixture, but I don't have much left. Do I drink my coffee that strong? Because I don't drink a lot of coffee. Ooh, that's much better. That ain't bad. I'm not gonna waste what I have for the instant coffee and creamer and stuff, but I'll make it stronger with more coffee, less cream. And I probably won't add sweetener, but it ain't bad. It ain't bad, that's for sure. So we are gonna give these noodles time to set up, and in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna take my tent and set up down. So that way when I'm done eating, I can hop on the scoot and get the heck out of here. Well, I got this click chair because I have been struggling with other chairs, setting up at night when I arrive at camp, or just finding pieces, or not using a specific chair for a while and just having a hard time getting it put together. This click chair is awesome. It has just really changed my mindset about chairs. I like the way it sits. I like the way it sits back. I'm relaxed in it. Just a good chair. I'm gonna eat my breakfast in it when my breakfast is done. But I gotta finish tearing down camp before I get too carried away. And this is it. This is my Tetra tent, completely packed up. This is why I love it. This is everything. Poles, stakes, tent, just cinched up. I love this bag. I mean, it looks like breakfast. Let's see. I kind of want to eat it with chopsticks. I got chopsticks. Of course, I feel like there's a strong wind blowing right at the camera now, but let's try this with chopsticks. Okay. Get some of this egg in here. It's not bad. It's definitely different, but it's not bad. I mean, it tastes like a mouthful of breakfast with a little bit of that ramen flavor, but it ain't bad. But I am gonna go and switch over to using my my fork for this, I think. I'm also gonna go enjoy the sun. I'd say once you get to the, kind of like to the bottom of this, where it's really meaty in eggs, and is there, I think the maple syrup pancakes is just a flavor with sausage and egg, but it's, flavor's there, that's for sure. It's just unique, especially after eating something that's like as flavorful as a My Honey's Kitchen, and then you switch over to something like this. This is good, not great. My Honey's Kitchen is great, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. But it's definitely edible. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I'd buy it again. Would I buy a whole case of them? Probably not. But one or two occasionally isn't bad at all. I love this chair. It's not ultra lightweight, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that is simple and quick when I get to camp to set up. Because sometimes I don't always have these picnic tables. And even if I do, this sucker is super, super comfortable. And it just slides right into my pack right next to my tent, right next to my sleeping pad. No problem. This bag really does a great job. It's really sleek. It stays with the form of my body. It's big, but I brought a lot of stuff. It's colder weather. I'll start the cub up. It's a Honda. It's gonna run.